right, good morning. This video is going to be on the pick three and a couple new things too. So, first, I want to start off. I'm going to go for Wisconsin, but I want to show you something in case you are playing online today. I might not be able to get on there. I'm going to show you what I got here. So, this is from Minnesota right here. I think there's going to be a 1, 5, or a 9, like a super high chance for that. And then I think that there isn't going to be a 3 on the end for the 8-pair sum. And then I think that the Mike B22 group, 1 or 3 is, I'm just going to go with that. It might not be one of these, but they're getting up there. So, and 1, 3, and 5 do not typically stay out too long. They're the top ones for pretty much all states. So you can look at that from the 8-year down all the way down to a few months. So this is what I got from Minnesota. I'm going to start off with this, and later I'm going to break this down. I do think that there's a good chance for a sum 14 through 17. So whatever that is in here, I'm not going to put that in right now. I just wanted to show that these numbers I'm going to start with for Minnesota today. And then anybody who is playing Delaware, I think that this is a good start right here, these 36, if you want to start breaking this down a little bit. And what I did so far is this right here, which is, I'm not going to get into that right now, but I did, I think there's going to be a 2, 7, or a 9. I unselected these pairs here. I think that might have been the 3, 3 on the 8-pair sum. I said a single because there's been, like, I think 2 doubles. And I said there will be a 0, 1, 2, or 3. So I got these 36 for Delaware. I think that's a good start for Delaware. And then, like I said, this is a good start for Minnesota right here. I'm not going to get into pick 2 right now. I'm going to say that I was going to break down Minnesota quick, or not Minnesota, Wisconsin, and go for that one, because I also think Wisconsin, if you look at Wisconsin, it looks like there's going to be a 14, 17 sum. That's definitely due. It's out 7. I think that's the longest it's been. So I'm going to go for that 14 or that 17. 14 through 17. Now, if I go to midday alone, what does that give me? I'm still going to go with that 14 to 17 today. So think about that. That's what I'm going to do. And I also think there's going to be, I think there's going to be an 8 or a 9 or a 2. Okay, 2, 8, or 9. I think there's going to be a 2, 8, or a 9. And I really like the 9 to be coming back here soon. Okay. And then I was going to say, I really like this count, this keys counter. It's kind of cool. I mean, it kind of gives you the same information, pretty much what you're going to gather from here, looking for the chances chart for keys in general. But it's, I really like it because I'm just kind of messing with it. And, for instance, like, and I've backtracked a bunch of states, and I'm trying to determine if it's best to put in 3 draws or 4 draws. And I think it's kind of up in the air, if you do midday alone or combined with evening. I'm still trying to figure out what is the best route, but, just like on lotto odds, it's best to have, at least 6 or 7 or so of the numbers. But so like, for instance, so the latest ones for Wisconsin were 786, 705, okay, and it was 314. That's the latest 3. Okay, it gives you this. So what's missing from here? A 2 and a 9. Right, I think that's all. I think it's a 2 and a 9. So, and then if you add it into the other one, I think it was 152. Well, that's going to leave you with only the 9. So that's why I like an 8, 9, or 2 today. But not just because of this, but I like this key counter. I'm still trying to figure out how to use this a little bit, even, make it more useful. So, and then also I wanted to talk about this right here. This is the box group 22. This is really cool. On here, it doesn't really like stand out, but 1, 3, and 5 are the ones that hit the most. So if you see a 1, 3, or 5 out, in your state or whatever you're doing, it's going to come back fairly soon. Because look at the frequency here. I'm going to go to Wisconsin together, and I'm going to go to that right here, B22 group group. I'm going to go to graph by options. No, I'm not. I'm going to go to most recent draw, and then I'm going to go to no sort. I'm going to go to descending, and we're going to go all the way to 8 years. And you got 1, 3, and 5, and then these ones, whatever, 50 or so less, 60 or so less. And then you can keep going down in the years, or you can jump around different states. 1, 3, and 5 are going to be the top ones. So I would look at 1, 3, and 5. If they're out for a while, it's going to come back. You know what I'm saying? And so what you can do with that is you can look at it like this. I'll show you. You can do, now typically if you do Wisconsin alone, or whatever state, if you do it combined, it's not going to get the best draw. But like say we go 10 days, let's go to midday alone. So midday alone, these are the ones that haven't hit yet in 10 days. Neither the 1, 3, and 5 all. Oh, I'm sorry, I got on descending. But the 1, 3, and 5 have all hit already in the last 10 days. Actually, multiple times. So let's go 1 week. So in 1 week, they're still up there. You can't even, that's what I'm saying. Like if you go to a state and let me see what Minnesota is right now, because that's what I was going to look at today, was a 1 or a 3. So here, this is 1 week. Now this is a 1 draw state, but it's the same thing if I'm doing just evening or just midday alone. So right now you got 1, 3, both out. 4 is hit. 5 is hit 4 times in a week. That's how often that 1, 3, and 5 hits. So that 1 and 3, I think that's why I'm going to go for one of those, because if you go from 1 week to 10 days, okay, it's still not in there. Let's see if we can go to 14. Go 2 weeks, 14. Let's see. 1, 3, still not in there. It's actually a good sign, because that should be coming back here. One of these will be hitting 1 or a 3. That's why I'm going to go with that. Now, if I think I go to 20 days, it'll probably be used. Yeah, see, I'm going to go for that today. But I really like that, and you can find that. Look at the chances charts. You can see where it is on here too. See how it falls in here for whatever state you're looking at. Colorado. Show you where it is. 3 is getting up there. 5, 1 just hit. Probably it's gonna be hard to see that up here yellow for pretty much any state, because they repeat so often. But I like that. So that's one thing I'm going to try to learn to manipulate it a little bit more. And remember, you can check it out on the I got too many windows open here. Right here, go to the SCG book of filters, and then check out right here. I put in B22 and I hit pick 3, and here they are right here. So it tells you what they are. There's 22 in each one of these, and and what's nice is the 1, 3, and 5 don't have any extra numbers. It's just they just hit more. So it's kind of cool how that works. I think it's just because there's lower winning digits in there, but so does 4. So I don't know, but that's a good strategy right there. And then I was going to say also a new thing here on my straight tracking. Anybody who looks at this chart here, this is for boxed, right? But you can look at these in straight form too. Very useful. And just before I forget, I noticed this on the SBPRS. Okay, that's the root sum of the actual pair. Of the actual pattern number, not of the draw. You'll notice that, look what's in there, high odd and high odd. So I'd get ready for Illinois to have a high odd, and I'd get ready for Virginia midday to have a high odd, because that will be coming. These high odds, a lot of times they're really not even in the 1%. You have to go to like the 3 or 4% to find one. So get ready for that Illinois and Virginia. That's going to be, this is a really small pool to start from. That will be hitting soon. I guarantee I'll be able to come back on here probably in the next 24 hours and see both of these gone. There's a good chance of that. So let's see. And then I was going to say you got that SBPRS, and then you have the SBPPRS, which is the root sum of the actual pattern. This one is pretty cool. If you look at it, I learned in a general sense what's out right now, like in 1%, like it's a little bit, let me show you. So that's this right here. Okay, that's not talking about the SPP. This is the SPPP right here, the pair patterns, right? So these things, look at between the AB, the BC, and the AC, you're going to have these things repeat constantly, right? So if you go over to the 1 to 10% filter and you see anything in this 1%, these probably won't last too long at all. Okay, I know that's 102, but it still cuts the pick 3 in half, which is nice, right? And it includes some doubles. So I mean, you can I guess I should look at and see which ones hit the most. Is it the same way as high odd hit the most? I don't know, but like these ones probably hit the least because there's only 79 numbers in there. So, but I would suspect any of these will be being used soon. So whatever, if you're playing one of these states like North Carolina high odd, if you go and look at that, show you. You go to North Carolina, and I just hit New York. Oh man, get ready, New York. 12, 13. Some 12, 13, or 14 will be coming. It hasn't hit in a while. So here, go to dude, what am I doing? Okay, North Carolina. Why can't I find it? Okay, so look at this. So there hasn't been a high odd in this category at all since, look at that, since the 23rd of August, and there hasn't been one in this one since the 25th, right? Oh wait, there's been some here, 25th. So, but look at that though. So today is the 30th, and we're talking the 5th, talking the 25th, when the last time a high odd was used in general in these three categories. Okay. And it's already made the 1%. That was enough to get it to the 1%. So that means get ready, because this will be hitting. And pretty much any of these will. So I just wanted to share that with you. Now, here's the new thing. So you got my SPP, you got the pattern page. Okay, you got the SPP with the SP pairs right here. And now, as you know, there's this straight tracking system right here. This is for straights, right? And then I also have the straight tracking pairs. Not pairs, but information page. So it's singles only. There's no doubles. It is 10 numbers per pattern, 18 patterns per color. Okay, 180 numbers per color. So get ready for New York, though, 12, 13, or 14. One of these reds will be dropping soon, I would suspect, as long as there's not a double. But that's going to be coming. And what's nice now, what I did was going off of the actual pattern number itself, like I'll show you here. This is what I did. So this is the root sum, okay? And this is what I did. Low odd, high even, low odd, high even, okay? High odd, high even, high odd, high even, high odd. So looking at, I did all of them right here, 1 through 72, because there's 72 patterns, and the root sum of that pattern, okay? And then I put them into categories. So this is based off of the actual pattern number, not the draw, just like the SBPRS or the SB pairs RS, okay? So it's based off the actual pattern number itself. So here you go. You can look at it now right here. So this is actually, could be very useful. This is the cut sum right here. This is the cut sum right here. This is the root sum. The R for this and an S for this doesn't mean anything. It's just showing you this is the root sum section right here, these two columns. This is the cut sum column right here. Maybe a little gap between there would be good. Maybe I'll think about that. But so the root sum, the cut sum here. So you can see which ones are due, what colors they go with, most often. So it's little things like that. I haven't even really got to look at it, but I'm pretty excited about it. I'm hoping that can start getting some wins straight, and when I flip them over to straight. So if you look at New York, I think it might have been New York just midday. You'll notice that there hasn't been a red in this column since the 5th of August. So there has not been a 12, 13, or 14 when it comes to singles in New York. So get ready for that. Okay. And the last time it came with a low even fours. low even twos, and then high odds. So I'm going to figure that out. I don't think it's in here right now on the 1% thing. So you can't like go down here and go to STS/CS or STS/RS, but he probably still working on it, or maybe I'll ask for that later. But this is going to be pretty cool because you'll be able to do the exact same thing right here. You'll be able to find, when one of them is out the longest. And it'll be kind of cool because you might be able to match it up with the actual pattern itself. You might actually be able to look at it on the 110% filter or in the frequency charts, like I love to do, and be able to tell, which one's the most outstanding with the pattern number. So that's something I'm going to look at later. I'm not really doing too much with it right now, but I'm pretty excited about it because, see, another thing you can do is go over to the frequency here, and you can go down to that, you can do colors if you want to, or you can do straight tracking, just straight up straight tracking. And then, I don't know, like 60 days. Like look at the 60 days. There's been a 3 pulled, there's been a 2, meaning of times drawn, and there's a ton of 1. So 1 just dominates, right? So there's a high chance for a 1 to hit today in Minnesota when it comes to that. So that one of these patterns right here, okay, high chance for one of these patterns today. Because a 3, 2, I mean, it could be another 2, it could be another 3, but the 1 dominates. You can obviously tell that right there. Anybody who looks at this can see the 1 dominates at the 60 days, right? I mean, you might even be able to go out to, 80 days, but then you're going to probably start getting a lot more chance that it's going to flip to another 2 or 3, but still, there's still a chance for 1 here, still a good chance. That's only this many patterns. Remember, there's only 10 straights in each one of these. So there's a high chance, like either at 60, 80 draws, and I still think you should do it probably alone, not combined. If you do it combined, you're going to want to break this in half. This works so good with like the SBP. This is so good for the SBP. I know I'm getting off on this right now, but I just want to show us, like, okay, go to Minnesota, we'll do 20 days. Okay, let's go to Kansas. Trying to find an example, hard to even find one because there's so many ones. So here, like this one here, maybe not that one there, because there's, I think, how many draws are in Georgia? 1, 2, there's 3 draws, so that don't work. Do California. See, it's 1s. It's hard to even find one at the 20-day mark. Arkansas, 1s. See what I'm saying? Idaho. Okay, Idaho is a 3, but look, there's, it could be a 2, but maybe it'll be a 1 again today. And if it's a 1 today, guess what? It has to come from one of these patterns. And guess what? One of those patterns, it's only one of these right here. Each pattern only holds 5 box numbers. Now I kind of went off from the STS, but I just wanted to show that because you can do the exact same thing for the 0 to 3. So that's what I'm going to do today for the 0 to 3 for Wisconsin. I'm just going to go for that. I'll show you why. I might be wrong. I'm going to go for it. Look at this. 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. I'm going to go for the 1. I think one of these will be coming up very soon. We're at 20 days right now and combined, and it hasn't hit. So I'm going for one of these today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy it from here today, and I'm not going to copy it box. I'm actually going to copy them straight because I'm going to start straight today. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over here. So more on the STS later and some thoughts on that and pick 3 tabs and stuff. But right now I'm going to go over to the slasher. And actually I'm going to go over to this right here for now. I'm going to throw this in here. And I'm going to put those numbers there because I think one of these is going to be hitting pretty soon. And I think it's worth a try. It's only 180 straights. So that's what I'm going to start with today. Okay. 180 straights. And I'm actually going to break it down today using the extended reduction, M&S extended reduction. So we're going to go ahead and load that up. It's already loaded. Don't have to hit this. 180 straights. It should be loaded, 180 right there. Now, I really think there's not going to be, I'm just going to go ahead and hit the red on that. Go down and pick just the evens because I do not think, well, I guess I could have did it up here too. I don't think there's going to be an odd today. So now we're down to 100 straights, and let's see. And I think that the sums are going to be 14 through 17. And I didn't click that. So 14, 15, 16, 17. We're at 40 straights. Let's see. What else do I want to do? I actually think there's going to be a 2, 8, or 9. So those are going to be my key numbers. More than 9 or the 2, but I'm going to just go for the 2, 8, or 9. Okay, we're still at 40 numbers. Okay, and I haven't looked at the curve line. I haven't looked at any of this stuff, high, low, even, odd patterns, which I could probably start doing, but I don't have time right now. I'm going to shut this off. It's 20 minutes. But this is a good start today also for Wisconsin. This is going to be straights. And, I really like the 9. And you could look at, what keys are due on the front if you wanted to. I've been get burned too often doing that, but if there's something crazy out there, let's see. There's nothing really. So I'm just going to leave it at that for now. I guess I could do the STS, but I'm not going to do that right now. So I just want to talk about that. And so I'm kind of like flustered right now, but I think this is a good start today for Wisconsin straights. And then I'm going to break this down and get this down to just a few today because I'm not going to probably have time to play online. So I might not even have time to play. So, all right, have a good day.